Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the in towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. Safe. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
For the first time, Hyannis makes the drive down US Route 6 to take on the Firebirds here in the newly renovated Eldridge Park, getting a full new infield from last summer. Alongside Nico Sharp, I'm Jacob Irons, Matt Coates, and Josie Broyles will join us throughout today's broadcast. Nico, big game here for Hyannis. They had a big win yesterday.
Yeah, had a huge win, and this is a team who's starting to figure it out. There are 2 big wins against 2 big teams. 2 days ago, took on the YD Red Sox at home, able to take care of business. They were first in the East. Then you took care of business last night against the first in the West in the Wareham Gatemen. Getting it done against 2 teams, and you got to stay hot as you face the Katuitt Kettleers tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting trying to keep on the winning path for Orleans. A little bit of a struggle for their start of the season right now, but it's a team that can really put the pieces together if they can get those hits strung together. Yeah,
and it's been a tale of inconsistency. When they get to put together, that's a team who can really swing it well, and they've shown great pitching outings, and we've seen one here against today, so we have a good chance to, if they can string it together, that they're a dangerous team at any point.
Yeah, I was able to talk to Mitch Carricker about a little bit of the loose
sideline.
Welcome you here fieldside alongside the manager Mitch Carricker. I'm Jacob Irons. Skip, what do you need to see out of your team here today to really keep the good vibes going? BP, high energy.
Yeah, I think our guys in a really good place.
Welcome you back here to Eldridge Park. Appreciate you bearing with us through some technical difficulties as Kane Kepley is struck out looking to lead things off for Hyannis. It'll be John Gazdar, Dalton Bargle, Wallace Clark, Mason White, Eric Snow, Blake Cavill, Josh Tate, and Jackson West round out today's Hyannis lineup. First pitch to John Gazdar is fouled up by the greenhouse here at Eldridge Park.
And on the mound for the Firebirds, it'll be Catlin Fang out of Harvard, sophomore. Going to be a fastball, curveball guy. Showed all fastballs in the deep count to Kane Kepley.
Second pitch to John Gazdar, catches the outer part of the zone for a strike at 91. Fang so far through King Kepley's, now into John Gazdar, has been attacking with that fastball, Nico.
Yeah, low 90s fastball, working it really well in and out of the zone.
0-2, high chopper right back up the middle. Overranging is Mancini, making the throw, gets away from Smith and over to the be awarded second base.
And that's a tough play for Mancini over there at second base, ranging over up right there, and there's only a small separation over there between the gating down the right field line, and it finds it. And John's awarded a free 90, now in scoring position.
Now that stands in the Tennessee utility man, Dalton Bargo, who's in left field today for Hyannis. First pitch to Bargo misses outside 1-0. Bargo, since coming to the team, has played an active role in the outfield for Hyannis, as he does so tonight. 1-0 from Fang and his high leg kick. As Bargo gets under it and launches it a mile into the sky. But it's not going to travel all that far. Coming in to touch the infield grass is Mancini to position under it to make the grab.
And so far, Fang doing a great job, only showing fastball here, and that's what you want from your starting pitcher. If you can only use a fastball there through the first time in the lineup and then able to show your secondary pitches once the second time the lineup comes around, he's doing a great job by just attacking fastballs, working really well in, out, up, and down.
Wallace Clark now stands in the lefty on righty matchup. A little capper back over to Fang. He comes off the bump to fire over to third for the third out. John Gazdar gets aboard via the error. Fang works out of it quickly. We go to the bottom of the first right here on the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Welcome back here to Eldridge Park as the Firebirds pick up the lumber for the first time today to take on Luke Nichols, Nico.
Yeah, Luke Nichols is going to be a left-hander for the Harbor Hawks so far. Getting a couple starts under his belt. A junior out of Louisiana Tech, 6'2". And he's going to be a fastball, changeup, slider guy. Fastball, high 80s, low 90s. Changeup plays really well off that fastball, and that slider is going to be sharp and a lot of late break action.
This is how the Orleans Firebirds stack up. Mike Mancini, the leadoff man at second base today. Hadim Zhao, the center fielder behind him. Landon Moran, the right fielder. Rock Chalowski, the designated hitter today, getting the duties off from the field. Austin Smith, the left fielder from San Diego. Daniel Buccerio at third base. J.P. Smith. Bennett Markinson, the new addition that came in for a plate appearance yesterday, gets his first start of the summer in the Cape Cod Baseball League. And then rounding out the Firebirds lineup is Lorenzo Miola.
Now I want to highlight Callan Fang. That last inning did such a good job. You know, with the technical difficulties, we're a little late, but the way he established his fastball early in that game, he was keeping the hitters even off balance by just establishing that fastball, working really well corner to corner, nothing left in the middle of the plate, and he dropped the changeup to Wallace Clark. First off-speeder breaking ball he's thrown all game. So far, be careful because the Firebirds haven't had too much success in the win column so far, but this is the guy on the mound who they trust.
Mike Mancini stands in to take on Nichols, the lefty on lefty matchup here to start things off. On the offensive side for the Firebirds, it's coming right to home plate. Proved to be a little difficult in batting practice for many, for both sides, and for many on the Hyannis side, understanding that 1-1 leg kick from Nichols inside, 2-1.
And Nichols is not a guy who's afraid to throw that lefty-lefty change up there. Saw that one work arm side to the lefty Mancini.
2-1, misses. Pitch delivered from Nichols that Mancini swings through for strike to load the count full.
And so far, Nichols, this will be his 4th appearance. 2 of them, 2 starts. This will be his 3rd start of the young summer.
Leg kick and payoff pitch is called for strike. Mancini goes down with the backwards K, and Nichols starts his day off with a strikeout.
Great job from Nichols to nibble at the corners right there. Kept that one down in the zone. Jackson West doing a great job. That one looked borderline, but Jackson West able to get his thumb under it, made it look even just a little bit better to get the strike 3 call.
Now to Dim Jow, the center fielder for the Orleans Firebirds. Kick from Nichols is fouled away back into the padding behind home.
Had an RBI last night against the YD Red Sox where they just came up short.
0-1. It's called for strike on the outer part of the plate on Jow. I feel like it's right there. It's just trying to get over that hump for them right now. 0-2 is a hard grounder over to Wallace Clark. Fields it off the hop and over to Cavill at first for the clean out. You met Wallace Clark. You met Blake Cavill. Let's meet the rest of the Hyannis defense. It's Dalton Bargo, Kane Kepley, and Josh Tate left to right in the outfield. Mason White and Eric Snow make up the middle infielders. Jackson West is the battery mate of Luke Nichols.
Seeing more of that defensive change, the way the guys are able to move in and out and all around this infield. Saw Mason White in left field last night. Now it's shortstop, a true shortstop. All the infielders are true shortstops. That's why they're so interchangeable and so athletic over there in the infield.
First pitch was called for strike on Moran, as the second is as well. Ball got away from Nichols on the return from the Florida State catcher Jackson West. Nichols takes the signs from West and delivers the pitch. That is upstairs, 1-2.
That's a good pitch. Fastball, just extending the zone, going up and away right there. Couldn't get the swing, but almost looked like could have caught the corner there. But that's a good 0-2 pitch from Luke Nichols.
Pitch is outside on Moran. 2-2. Here in the bottom half of the first. Still scoreless between Hyannis and Orleans. Nichols delivers a pitch that is grounded. Over to Eric Snow for Luke Nichols to start.
Serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
System, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay.
Famous Hill putting up lawn chairs and blankets on a nice attendance here on our
all their seats lined up, dropped off their seats, made sure they got the spot they wanted, went to probably go get something to eat, and came back and found their spots right where they left it.
Mason White takes a healthy hack at the first pitch he sees from Callan Fang. Harvard Crimson Tide past spring's Ivy League pitcher of the year.
We saw him tack all fastballs to the first 4 hitters of the Harbor Hawks lineup. Work low in the lower third for the first 2.
He goes down with the strikeout, and it's the second of the even.
Made another fastball and got Mason White to swing right through it.
Eric Snow, the second baseman today, soon to be Auburn product, transferring out of USF. Little number that goes down to the dugout by Hyannis that is positioned on the third baseline. Orleans down the first. Hyannis today in their blue jerseys with orange lettering, with gray pants with blue trim. The 1-1 pitch to Snow is called for strike in at 90 miles an hour with the fastball of Fang. Orleans in white pants with black tops with red sleeves, sporting the Orleans O on the left-hand shoulder. It's a swing and a miss on the breaking ball at 81 miles an hour. Snow goes down swinging on.
And that is just filthy down in the zone, especially when you have a fastball working like staying in the zone.
Cavill is called for a strike. The outer part of the plate to the lefty. 3-2.
Able to have good pitch recognition. Already seen that pitch earlier in the count. So good pitch recognition right there and leave it low.
Josh Tate, the newly minted Harbor Hawk, back in the lineup for his second time in 2 days as the first pitch to Tate is fouled back into the netting. Yesterday came in as a defensive replacement for Nick Rose after he took the hard hit to the wall, getting the day off today. As Tate comes in, gets activated yesterday, plays yesterday, and now in the lineup. Bunt shown, right back up to Fang. Beautiful bunt by Tate, and it hits off of him. He slips in foul territory, making the turn around second and turning into third is Blake Cavill, and they're going to rule Josh Tate out, that he was in fair territory when he made contact with the ball. And he was not on the line, rather. And Mitch Carricker is out to have a conversation with the home plate umpire, Alan Liberdini.
And I think that one gets called a little bit too many times. Not sure where you want Josh Tate to run. That play gets called too often. They're all going to call him out. Mitch Carricker's going to separate him, but I don't know if I agree with that call. I'm not sure where you want Josh Tate to run there.
Josh Tate is called out on the hit down the line, and we go to the bottom half of the second, still scoreless, with Hyannis trying to do something there.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your team.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air.
Welcome back to Eldridge Park. It's Rock Chalowski, Austin Smith, Daniel Buccerio, the heart of the Firebirds lineup to get going here, taking on Luke Nichols. Really efficient in his first inning, Nico.
Had a super efficient inning, only throwing 14 pitches. And his thing is he's going to miss barrel. He's going to be a soft lefty, has a really good arsenal, and his stuff moves enough where he's going to hit a lot of ground balls, a lot of weak pop-ups. So this is a guy who's going to miss the center of the barrel.
Something that Mitch Carricker talked about in the pregame show today was just command and hit the zone. Because of the conditions that both pitchers are dealing with, it proves to be more of a pitcher's atmosphere here on the 0-0 pitch. Is skied into left field, and coming in, sliding into an A is Dalton Bargo to make the grab.
Nice little rock star slide from Bargo over there in left field. able to make the play. And, yeah, that ball is just not going to fly today. It's going to be a heavy baseball today. Humidity is out. Grass is a little wet. Anytime it touches grass, it's going to be a little moist. So that ball's going to be real heavy today.
Wow, the mist is serious right now. Coming down at Orleans here. Hyannis takes on them for the first time at Eldridge Park. Nichols comes set to take on Austin Smith, the left fielder. 0-0 is fouled off of Jackson West, as well as it got a little bit of a piece of Austin Smith's trail leg. Luke Nichols settles, and Austin Smith sends one high into the atmosphere, and it's over the wall, heading off the light post. It's a solo shot for Austin Smith, and the Firebirds take a 1-0 lead early.
And that's one that Luke Nichols is going to want back. That one left middle, just hung up a little bit too far up in the zone. And Austin Smith did not miss it. We just talked about the heavy baseballs, but he had no problem sending that one on the light pole over there in right field.
That bounced back into play after it made contact with the light pole. Josh Tate could only look at it with how far it carried with 3:14 down the line here into right. 0-0 pitch is low and in the dirt to Daniel Bucherio for a ball.
Yeah, it's a great swing from the lefty, Austin Smith. And that one just hung up right in the zone, and there's not much more put on a platter you can ask for that. It's a straight laser over to right field.
1-0 misses outside. 2-0 here. 2-0 is called for a strike on the outer part of the plate. 2-1.
Nichols needs to go right back after these Firebird hitters. Did give up the long ball, but still have to attack and work corners.
2-1 looping foul ball onto the driveway at Menominee Regional Elementary School, with Eldridge Park just down the hill from them. 2-2 is a high chopper right back to Nichols, coming off to his left side of the bump, and makes the throw over to Cavill for the second out.
Yeah, great play, moving towards glove side down the third base line. Able to make the 180 spin, make a perfect throw over to the first baseman, Cavill.
Talk about how difficult that play is in a tough moment, especially in the bang-bang play, and you're not going to get a little bit of a roll off of the grass. It's going to hang up in there.
Yeah, it's going to hang up in that grass. You're going to pick it up. That ball's going to be a little moist. Might take you a second to re-grip. It's a tough play, and that's a pretty athletic play. And they made a nice spin there by Nichols and able to throw a perfect dart over to first base.
0-0 pitch to J.P. Smith is called for a strike on the outer part of the plate. Smith out of Sacramento State was an all-wax second-teamer in the spring. The 0-1, the pitch upstairs and away to the righty. 1-1.
Sacramento State, that's the Hornets?
Correct. Go Nico Sharp right there. Good pull out of the mascot bin. The 1-1 is inside and low on J.P. Smith, who's hitting 174. Nichols brings his glove back to his belt and delivers the 2-1. It's a number that fouls off of Smith himself in the batter's box to keep his at-bat alive, but advances the count to 2-2.
And even after he got the home run, Nichols being pretty efficient here, only 25 pitches. Here with 2 outs, and if he can keep his pitch count under 30 going into the third inning, that will allow him to elongate throughout this game.
2-2 pitch. Chopper over to Wallace Clark, fielding it on the infield dirt, and a firm throw to Cavill at first. Austin Smith get the Firebirds their first run and the first run of today's game with a long ball to right field. It's Firebirds 1, Hyannis 0 as we go to the third.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Orleans gets on the board first with a home run from Austin Smith. Hyannis has now their opportunity to match in the top of the third. Here on a stacked day across Cape Cod Baseball League with all 10 teams in action this evening. Should be a lot of fun and big games across the league. As we get a look at the standings, leading the East right now is YD at 12-5. Chatham and Harwich tied at 9-8. Brewster right behind them at 7-10. Orleans coming in that 5th spot in the East Division at 4-13. Bennett Arkinson gives the signs to Callan Fang. Now Jackson West stands in for his first AB. It's a turning fly ball that just goes foul down the line. Looked like it caught a piece of chalk, but Anthony Brunetti, the first base umpire, saying it went clearly foul down the right field line. It was a hard turner on the draw from Jackson West on the foul ball, but just kept cutting a little too much for the first strike of the AB.
And unless I missed that ball looked like it landed on chalk, and it looked like it landed fair, but again, he has the better look over there. He's right on top of it.
The 0-1 to West is sent a mile into the sky. Ranging in, trying to get over there in time is Smith. Got caught up in the air for a quick sec. Had to come about 20 feet away from the infield to make the grab for the first down.
And that was a big bender there from Fang. Throw a real true 12-6 curveball right there down in the zone. Jackson West trying to go the other way with it, just got under it.
Now Kane Kepley gets his second plate appearance of the evening. He went out looking to Callan Fang in his first. The delivery from Fang is a breaking ball at 73 for a ball, 1-1.
Fang's doing a great job of using all of his pitches off one another. His fastballs are staying down in the zone, and he's flipping that curveball right in behind it.
1-1 in the dirt. 2-1.
And Fang's fastball is not going to overpower you. It's going to be low 90s, sits around 92 miles per hour so far. But when you can sneak that fastball and you can keep it on the corners, it becomes really effective.
2-1 is a fastball that Kane Kepley can't get to at 89 miles an hour to move the count to 2-2. Kane Kepley has a firm grounder that pops off of the glove of Smith and trickles into right field. As Kane Kepley gets aboard for the hit with John Gazdar now stepping into the box.
took a huge hop on the first baseman, Austin Smith there. Looked to be fielding over towards his glove side down the line. And that ball just kicked right over his head. Tried to make a spectacular play, but just got over his head. And that's a lot of pressure for the Firebirds on first base. Kane Kepley leading the team in steals.
Nothing and nothing with the runner set in motion, and Kepley got a great jump and is able to go in safely on the first pitch to John Gazdar.
And just talked about the pressure that Kane Kepley is going to put on the defense, and he chose the right pitch to go on to. Slide step from Feng, but that was a true 12-6 breaking ball there. Gave him a split second more to get a great jump and get the stolen base.
0-1 pitch to come to John Gazdar with a runner in scoring position. It's that 12-6 curveball in at 73, missing low, 1-1.
And so far, he's kept that curveball low. Hasn't really thrown it much for a strike, but got a lot of break to it. It's going to be down low in the zone.
1-1 misses outside, 2-1. John's parents in attendance here today on their final day of their East Coast trip, watching their son play baseball here in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Came in on Tuesday and now finishing up their trip this evening as John Gazdar sends one into center field. Zhao is there to make the grab.
And that's a perfect right there by John Gazdar. Hit that one on the screws, 93 miles per hour off the wood bat, right to the center fielder. And that's one of the hitter that kind of stings a little bit. You put a great swing on it, you send it right back up the middle, and that ball just hangs up in the air.
These aren't dimensions that help a person that goes to center field. It's 434 to center field. It's 359 at the mid part of the right center field gap. It's 350 to the left center field gap. It's first. Second pitch to Bargo is upstairs and away. He looks at it by his eyes. 1-1.
And especially when you look down right field line, it's 314. And then you look at dead center, and it's that 434, Jacob Irons. I mean, that 434 looks to be a mile away from where we're sitting behind home plate.
Barton Bargo looks at a called strike on the outer part of the plate, 1-2. Yeah, that 434, it feels like a graveyard, the center field right now. With the wind blowing in to home plate, it's going to take a monster shot to get anything deep into the corner. 1-2 is a swing and a miss from Dalton Bargo. Kane Kepley gets aboard via the single, but is unable to come in standing to score. It's still 1-0 Orleans, and we welcome in our man, Matt Coates.
Thanks for that, Jacob. Guys, today, watching the game are John Gazdar's parents. Unfortunately, it's their last day on Cape. They're going to catch a flight out, go back to California after this game. But guys, interesting story. Tuesday night, they come in, travel to Logan Airport. When they land, it's a Tuesday night, they're like, hey, we might be able to make it to Falmouth and catch John's last at-bat. They hurry up, get in the rental car, drive on over, and while doing so, they're listening to the game, keeping track of the time, trying to figure out if they can make it and catch it in time. So they get to Falmouth, like they're not used to. They get to the parking area, and John's father's like, I don't know where the keys are. I can't turn the car off. So he lets his wife get out of the car. Great move. Chivalry is not dead, guys. He lets his wife get out of the car. She runs on over to the field, runs in, sees her son in the middle of an at-bat. She only sees one pitch, guys. It's a double from John Gazdar in his last at-bat of the day. Amazing story. Unfortunately that Mr. Gazdar wasn't able to catch that double, but at least one of his parents did. And we're such a nice couple. They came over, talked, and happy Mrs. Gazdar got to catch that double on Tuesday night, guys.
Yeah, Michael, John's father, a little bit of a celebrity within the MLBs, the team chiropractor for the San Francisco Giants, and is also the personal chiropractor of Bill Murray as well. Man has an illustrious sports medicine career, and it's what has given way for John Gazdar's love of baseball, being around it for so long with his father. First pitch to Markinson is a ball inside on the righty. Pitch is low and in the dirt, 2-0.
Back-to-back changeups there from Luke Nichols with the right-handed batter. Markinson in the box. Going to attack him with changeup there. Both missing low. So now have to kind of go right back at him.
Hard liner off of the glove. On a hard ground out of the reach of Mason White to the left side of the infield.
And that's a guy who swung it well to almost feed them one. You got to work corners there. Left that one too much down the middle. Bennett Markinson putting a great swing on it and putting it in the 6-hole.
Yeah, Markinson batted .337 for the Wildcats of Northwestern. Now it's Lorenzo Miola, the shortstop for Orleans. Grounder over to Snow, underhands it to Mason White to turn two. It's a beautiful duck. Their 16th of the summer, 4-6-3. And just like that, a pitcher's best friend wipes away Bennett Markinson's hit.
Tailor-made double play. That's a great changeup right there. Just hitting, just having that down roll tilt to it, hitting the bottom of the barrel, sending it right to Eric Snow. And that middle infield is butter. Smooth and got it done. Close play over that first base. Miola really running well.
Into left field, ranging into it, is Bargo to make the grab for the out.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our
20 years now. They've been service department.
Welcome back here to Eldridge Park. 0-0. Pitch to Wallace Clark is out and away on the switch hitter from fourth inning of work.
Fang is dealing thus far. 3 innings pitched. Came into this inning with only 42 pitches. Being very efficient. 4 strikeouts for him.
Both sides being very efficient so far, with Luke Nichols having a 6-pitch half inning, the last one. And that half inning for the Harbor Hawks. 1-2 is called for a strike on the outer part of the plate. Wallace Clark doesn't agree with that call.
Fastball catching the outs. He will set up away, but that's a great frame behind the plate from Bennett Markinson. But that's a great pitch from Fang. We've talked about that fastball. He's able to work it in and out and work corners. His strikeout pitch has been the fastball here thus far.
Swinging in the second. 1-0. Out of play for a home run. Mason White deposits one beyond the right field fence. It's now 1-1, Hyannis and Orleans.
103 mile-per-hour exit velo right there from mid-batter in the box. Hard pull down the line and a straight line drive home run that sneaks over the fence behind 314.
Mason's White's second home run here at Eldridge Park. Had one last year with the Brewster Whitecaps a year ago and put it right in that same exact place 365 days ago. You're talking with him is upstairs 1-0.
The ball that missed up in the zone right there and pulled the string, used his changeup that stayed also up in the zone, but that late break movement was enough to fool Cavill.
Cavill fouls off the next pitch he sees above the press box here at Eldridge Park. "2-0 is called for strike. 2-2.
Yeah, it's a good pitch on the outer half. Right there, breaking back doors. It right to the left-handed batter, Cavill. It's a well-executed pitch from Fang.
2-2 pitch to Fang is gone, but it's Mason White sending one over the right field fence for a homer. We're tied 1-1 going in the bottom of the fourth.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've served and serviced your heating and cooling system, and our number one goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have a system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Foul territory down the right field line, and with it getting away from Cavill, Chow's able to get himself in scoring position.
And that's a tough one. Nichols working with a runner in scoring position here early with no outs.
1-2 is in on the hands, fouled away by Moran. Caught him right inside on the barrel. Didn't even move his hands, just ran inside on him and fouled it away to keep his at-bat alive.
Yeah, almost went to fair territory too. Yeah, didn't move his hands. The left-handed batter in the box hit off the knob of the bat. He started his run to first.
Fastball at 89, below the knees of Moran. 2-2. Moran, the right fielder, batting .257. Firebirds. It's a breaking ball called for a strike.
Nichols flipping that front hip slider to the lefty Moran. And that's a perfectly executed pitch. Caught the inside part of the zone.
Now Rock Chalowski stands in after his line out to Bargo in left field. Nichols' first pitch is in the dirt. Jackson West eats it off the chest protector, 1-0.
It's a great block. Hawks have had huge blocks in these situations. That breaking ball spiked right at the plate. He able to.
An acre of land behind Jackson West in home plate. So a lot to protect on the backstop.
Picked up, and it's moving from left field towards the first base dugout. A little bit of crosswind there. That ball hit right at him. Tried to make his way back and understood that the ball was falling there short, and he tried to stop himself, slipped in the wet grass, and still able to make the play. That's great concentration to stay with it.
First pitch to Tate is a ball, 1-0. And talk about the wet conditions out here with the mist and the humidity. Line up by the Harbor Hawks dugout for strike, 1-0, 1-1.
And even with these weather conditions not being anyone's favorite. You know, got a little bit of miss. The wind's coming in. It's kind of rain is not bothering anybody. These people are sticking around, and these fans do not play around here in Orleans.
Callan Fang ahead on Josh Tate. The Georgia Southern Eagle. A 1-2. Tate grounds over to Buccerio, the third baseman. Throws. And it gets in the dirt and not in time. Smith tried to pick it out of the dirt. And now Tate will be aboard for his third hit of the summer.
And he has just shown his speed so far in these 2 games. Every time he gets on base, he's had 3 infield singles. He had 2 yesterday, and that's 1 today. And then every time he seems to get on, we saw him keep running back and forth, kept trying to get stolen base attempts on foul attempts. Did get the stolen base last night.
Had 27 stolen bases for Georgia Southern in the Sun Belt this past spring, and showing off his speed here early. 0-0 to Jackson West is upstairs and away, 1-0 on the Florida State catcher.
It's getting kind of cold out here. The wind's coming in.
No.
And
Sweatshirt's going to be coming on here for Nico Sharp here soon. Might have a half inning away from him. A 1-0 is put into foul territory. Giving a look for it is Smith, and it's out of his reach. 1-1.
I don't think anybody's really cared about my wardrobe. I think people are more concerned with, so you have the long sleeve, the core zip on right now. You have the vest. Is the hoodie going to make an appearance, and will the vest make the appearance on top of the hoodie?
I don't think the hoodie's coming out tonight. It's so humid that you don't want that much more clothing on you, but you need to try and get something to protect you from this mist.
Yeah, I'm pretty cold, so I couldn't imagine not
about your position 1 and 2.
But this weather hasn't bothered Callan Fang one bit. 4 innings under his belt, 63 pitches, 6 strikeouts, and he's putting that fastball right where he wants it, and he's working really well down in the zone, also able to work in on the hands to both righties and lefties, and also working away. That fastball has been the difference for him so far, allowing his secondary pitches to be that much better.
Fang checks over on Tate, who goes in sliding safely. A 1-2 to West is away at the letters, 2-2.
Shout out to Matt Coates trying to shield me from Layden, and having Jackson West trying to get under it once again and hit that ball straight up into this gray sky here. Sometimes hard to see. We've seen Smith right there have a kind of a hard time trying to pick it up.
He'll check back over on Tate at first before the first pitch comes to Kane Kepley here for his third plate appearance. Had a single back in the third and was able to grab second on the stolen base. First pitch to him is upstairs, 1-0. I think I might need some windshield wipers here for my glasses here soon. Yes, thank you, Matt Coates. Maybe we can get Matt Coates over here to do that one as well. Miss continues play a factor on this Saturday evening. Kane Kepley slips as he tried to steal in on the dirt. Kane Kepley's speed goes over to second. Josh Tate is thrown out, and it's a tough one there. Kepley slipped on the swing, and then Tate slipped on the steal, and Tate got double up there with the wet conditions, slipped in the dirt and had to pick, decides to try and go grab second. It's a strong throw from Markinson, though, Matt, or then you're not coming in with a seat.
Yeah, and 8 a.m. series for a 6:30 game half an hour later than even most games here in Cape Cod. Usually the game starts 6 cases of those sitting down the right field line, and that has not bothered them one bit. They're all still with their blankets. Kids here, got their families. Great showing here.
Yeah, great showing indeed at Eldridge Park. Once again, one of the fan favorites in the Cape Cod Baseball League as fans line the hill that Jonesy Broyles was just talking about. Down from home plate all the way deep into the right field corner. And Daniel Buccerio stands in to face Luke Nichols again as Nichols gets a called strike on the outer part of the plate. Nichols 0-1 is sent right up into the blanket territory and by a car as well.
Yeah, there's a couple of cars parked right over that hill we keep talking about.
Turns his back and delivers a fastball at 89 for a strikeout in his third of the evening.
Great pitch there from Nichols, raising the ladder right there. Sent it right at his eyes, and that fastball is so hard to lay out. 450 dead center, and your bat just can't catch up to it.
J.P. Smith out into the batter's box for the Firebirds. He grounded out.
Baseman, he's able to make the play, flip the hips, and get it done.
So far today, it's been the long ball for both teams that proves to be the difference maker in how runs were scored. It was Mason White's shot to right field. And then it was Austin Smith's home run to right field as well, making it a 1-1 game. First pitch.
And 2 fastballs missing arm side. Pitch count not too high yet, but whenever a pitcher starts missing arm side, it does show a sign of fatigue.
2-0 is sent deep into the right center field gap, and it's off the wall. Getting wheeled in to score is Markinson. The throw goes wide and high over the head of Wes. Nichols was there to back it up, but it's a 2-1 lead for the Firebirds.
And that is just a great swing there from Miola. And a big-time 2-out hit, 2-out rally from the Firebirds. To 59 over there in right center. It's going to be hard to put one out there. But able to work the gap, get the RBI double.
Now Mike Mancini, the leadoff man for the Firebirds. Steps into the lefty's batter's box. 0-0, top of it. To keep Miola at bay at second base. The 1-0 is a firm fastball at 88. And Mancini swings and misses that. 1-1.
A lot of arm side run on that fastball. He had a little bit of sink to it. Could be a 2-seamer that he has in his arsenal.
One is sent foul and up by the fans here that populate the left field foul line hill, making 2 rows as well. If you can put a chair or a blanket, they have found a spot for them here with a great spectator turnout on this Saturday after the 4th of July here in Orleans. 1-2 is sent into the netting, foul. As the netting shakes loose and sends a little bit of water down on top of us. How you doing, partner?
Feeling a little cold, not too bad, and still enjoying good baseball here in front of us. A little colder after that little rain splash we got right there.
Don't even think I'm going to need to take a shower tonight with this mist. Full hair is getting all that exfoliation. A 1-2 inside. 2-2.
Yeah, that pitch just missing arm side there from Nichols. Gonna be a big out here, lefty-lefty matchup. Right-hander and jaw on the on-deck circle.
Nichols steps to the rubber, kicks, and fires the 2-2. That's a grounder out of the reach of Clark down the left field line. Coming in to score is Miola. Trading places with him at second is Mike Mancini. It's 2 out and 2 runs here for the Firebirds.
2-out rally there, started by the catcher, Bennett Markinson. Worked the walk, and then Miola with the double. And just like you mentioned, trading places with them as Mancini getting the RBI double. Now 3-1 Firebirds.
Now Mitch Carricker is out to take the ball from Luke Nichols. We'll have a new arm and tell you all about him when we return here on the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Stone Cushing comes out of the bullpen to try and eat up some innings here, Nico Sharp.
And this is a guy who usually comes in later in the ball game, so they're looking for him to shut the door right here. This is the game that they know is going to be a close one, so they're going to look at him to try to get this last out for the Harbor Hawks, the BYU native sinker slider guy. So he's going to be a guy that has a lot of downward tilt. Came in late for BYU as well, got a couple saves under his belt this past spring. And this is the guy that they use in big moments. We've seen Stone Cushing come into the ball game late against Bourne and come in for a couple save situations for the Harbor Hawks.
And trying to keep this one at a 2-run lead for Orleans. Just got to get one more out here in this home half of the fifth. It's been a doubles from Lorenzo Miola and Mike Mancini to bring in the 2 runs here in this half inning, but
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your Dean.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal.
Our heating system took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us.
Call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
welcome back to wet and misty and overcast Eldridge Park here on this. Coates and Josie Broyles patrolling the sidelines. Callan Fang back out for another inning of work.
He's been absolutely dealing, keeping these Harbor Hawks off balance. It was just that one pitch to Mason White that he's going to want back. Other than that, it's been a lot of soft contact for the Harbor Hawks.
Fang for the 3rd time. Reached on the single back of the first and then flew out to Jowl in center.
On deck, there will be Alex
Lodice.
Ready matchup. First pitch to him was a front hip slider.
And he's behind 0-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls here. Let's see if Fang triples backs to it or he elevates here with the fastball.
Oh, 2 is foul tipped as Lodice is able. Caught a little bit of Bennett Markinson as home plate umpire Alan LeBois. Clean it off home plate, give him a little bit of time to get readjusted. Now Fang steps on, trying to complete his 6th inning of work. The 0-2 to Lodis is sent into left field. Deep into the wall is Smith, and he makes the grab onto the warning track and towards the left field corner. Harbor Hawks go down 1-2-3 here in the top of the 6th, and if it's the top of the 6th, it means the middle of the 6th, and that can only mean one person, Matt Coates.
Thanks, fellas. Guys, it's almost been a full calendar year since the last time the Hyannis Harbor Hawks taken the drive east over here to Eldridge Park. Cam Smith came off the bench to go 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Guys, not exactly the same start offensively for the Harbor Hawks, but much different weather here. Gorgeous sunny day last year, and hopefully pick it up. Maybe get another homer to add on to Mason White's earlier today, folks.
Well, we'll see that happens. Stone Cushing comes out to face his first full inning of work after coming in to do a third of the job in the past half inning after Luke Nichols came out strong, just left a couple out there for 2 lead. 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
And Luke Nichols had such a good outing. Just Firebirds, the tough spot when to give up.
1-0. Cushing looks in for the signs from Jackson West, the catcher. 1-0. Swung on and missed.
And it's going to be a defensive change as well. It's going to be a swap, a clean swap. Alex Lodis making his way to third base for Wallace Clark.
1-1 is sent into left field.
See if Stone Cushing can extend his outing.
Rock Chalowski now stands in. UCLA Bruin takes on the BYU Cougar. Chalowski swings through 0-1.
It's a great pitch there from Cushing. A changeup, righty-righty changeup, empty.
0-1, swing and a miss. And Cushing is ahead.
And that is such a sharp slider that Stone Cushing has. It looks like a fastball 9/10 of the way through his delivery, and then in that last minute, it's just going to have that hard break moving right to left.
0-2, swing and a miss. Stone Cushing registers the strikeout for the second out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Went back to it there. I love the way he used it. Fastball, first pitch, and then he goes slider first strike, and then puts a slider.
Austin Smith is 1 for 2 with a homer. He'll tackle on Stone Cushing for the first time this evening. The deal from Cushing is a swing and a miss with an 83-mile-an-hour pitch.
Yeah, pulled the string right there. Stone Cushing getting in rhythm here early. This is his 4th batter face, sending 3 up, 3 down so far, and seems to be in rhythm.
0-1 is outside. As Kelly Nicholson, the manager of the Firebirds, is out. And I think they're
playing that when he was case, that's a very dangerous play there, and Stone Cushing
looks like it sufficed. At convenient locations, the 2 from the bullpen head back out. The 2 from the dugout and 1 from the Hyannis. Echoes through Eldridge. Right bunt by the pinch hitter.
That ground is wet. The ball is not going to travel as much. You have the wind blowing in your face. Why not drop a bunt down? Make them pick it up in that wet grass and try to make a play. And got a little bit of speed, so why not try to drop one down there?
It's a pinch hitting Mason Jupe, who's going to get a rag now from the Orleans Firebirds dugout to wipe off his grip. pinch hit.